Hi everyone, Deathclaw Girl here. Would you like to win a PlayStation 5 bundle? Well, check my description. There's a link there to a video where you can enter to win, so check that out. And now, welcome to another one of my videos. You can help support this channel by subscribing and liking, and by grabbing some of my free ebooks and audiobooks. Today I'm promoting Shades of Grey, an apocalyptic science fiction series, and Monster of Monsters, a sci-fi horror. You can read or listen to the first two stories of both these series for free. I left a link in the description, and later on there will be one in the upper right hand corner. And now to the video. In today's video we're just checking out the update notes for the update that happened today, January 24th, 2023. It goes through some of the changes, so let's go ahead and check that out. It says that it launched today and it's bringing a host of bug fixes, gameplay improvements, and more. So let's go ahead and read on. So here is the version and information for your console or computer. Design changes and improvements, weapon changes. Although we are playing in a post-apocalyptic world, we still want to keep that world fair, fun, and inviting to all. While you have been exploring and rebuilding, we have been working on a new system that works behind the scenes to remove illegal attachments combinations that violate the EULA to ensure that every single player is using and trading the same item and has the same advantages as you. In today's update, we are implementing a system that will remove illegal mods attached to weapons that cannot be obtained in-game. Most players will not notice any change to their existing weapons. However, players who are in possession of a weapon with a mod that cannot be equipped naturally to the weapon may notice a damage decrease to the weapon, and the mod will no longer exist. Bug fixes and improvement. We have art and animation. Backpack flares, various adjustments to the view of the backpack players in the crafting menu. Cryolator made adjustments to the frost texture on the weapon model. Flares increased the zoom out of backpacks to allow more visibility on the flares. Loot bags, various fixes to loot bags that were missing collision. Power armor, adjustment to the player's first-person view while wearing the Alien Invader power armor paint and using a heavy weapon. Power armor fixed an issue with the XO1 prototype paint could not be reapplied after changing paints or skins. Power armor again fixed an issue that can change the color of the highlighted weapon parts at a weapons workbench after entering and exiting power armor. Rifles. Applying the aligned stock mod to a laser rifle or ultra sight rifle may now changes its appearance to reflect the mod. Vault Girl arm wrestling machine. The player character no longer clips through the machine during its animation. Weapon paint. The Nuka dark paint for pump action shotguns now displays correctly. Okay, let's go check out audio. Scout banners. Using a scout banner now plays the correct sound effect while being used. Didn't even notice what that was. Weapons. The spinning barrel sound effect for miniguns, Gatling plasma, Gatling lasers, and pepper shakers now stop when entering water. Okay, here's a boatload for camps and shelters. Allies. The proper name is now displayed for Sam, Katherine, and Xeno when inspecting or placing allies in the player's camp. Buffs. The 9-ball table now correctly. Okay, that was, it's something I really noticed and there was no fix for it. So it looks like they have corrected it. Anyone know for sure? Go test out your 9-ball table and see if it's now correctly giving you the +2 charisma buff. This is a Fallout First item. Buffs. The Spore Plant Bed now correctly gives the well-rested bonus after being used. Spore Plant Bed. I don't know if I know what that is. It's a bed, but I don't know what the spore plant. Anybody know what that is? Send me a picture. Displays. The Thirst Zapper now be displayed on the full-size wall weapon rack. Okay, good. FreeCam Players can no longer place floor objects on top of their characters while in a FreeCam mode. Okay, must have been an issue. Message board. Neon letters can now be applied to the message board kiosk. Okay, that's good. Roofs. The Abandoned Mine C.A.M.P kit roof now correctly uses the same amount of budget as other roof corner variants. Must have been an issue. Trophies. Fixed an issue that caused nuclear winter trophies and statues to not be buildable in camps and shelters. Pirate ship. Adjustments to the collision and snapping on the Landlubber pirate ship and Sea Legs pirate ship. Radioactive holiday tree. Fixed an issue where the radioactive holiday tree would leave persistent radiation when stored in a blueprint. You guys feel like you're getting radiated? I don't know where it comes from. Okay, recipes. Players who have learned the recipe for Cappy and Bottle's couple sign can now correctly build the object. Survival tent. Fixed an issue which could prevent players from fast traveling to their team members' APC survival tent. Didn't even notice that one. Watch post prefab. Fix the collision on the top stair. Must be attachment. Challenges. Nuka World on Tour. Events completed in Nuka World on Tour now correctly count towards complete events in the ash heap. That one I noticed. I'm like, how many times do I gotta do this before it counts? Okay, moving on. Enemies. Mad Dog Malone. When he is down state, Mad Dog Malone no longer appears in the nearby corpses menu. When he is down state. Environment. Grahan Mining HQ. Address an issue that prevented players from entering the headquarters from the mining lobby. Nuka World on Tour. Lady G's stall is now in its proper place. I think that was the fortune teller, if I remember right. I'll have to go check it out, see if it looks any different. Events. Distinguished guests. Players will now receive proper rewards for each completion stage of this event. I don't know if that means as long as you complete a stage, it will not fail, or if they were not giving out proper rewards because you did complete so many of the stages. I don't know. Feed the People. Food canisters will no longer spawn during Feed the People when a player enters the loading dock. Oh, no longer despawn. I was going to say, that didn't make sense. Aren't we looking for them? I just need to read properly. Despawn. Nuka World on Tour. All Nuka World on Tour public events now correctly drop legendary cores upon event completion. Okay. Here's another one. What Slept Beneath now grants the correct amount of XP. I don't know, was it not giving enough? Seismic Activity now properly grants ultrasite scrap as an event reward. And the Deposit Buckaroos counter in most wanted now displays the number of buckaroos needed instead of using a progression bar. Okay, let's move on to items. Junk. Gold tablespoons now provide gold instead of silver. Scrapped. It's alchemy, man. It's alchemy. Okay, gunpowder. Yay. Gunpowder is now classified as a junk scrap item, so I'm assuming now we can just throw it all in our scrap box and no longer have the weight. I was joking around before. Yeah, I think I had 50 pounds of it one time. I couldn't figure out, because it's in miscellaneous, what was weighing me down. Nuka Cola. Nuka Grape now shows the correct value of rads removed after drinking. Power armor. The T65 right arm now correctly requires aluminum for crafting to match the left arm. Radaway diluted reduced the debuffer time from 2 hours to 7 minutes to be more aligned with Radaway, which has a 15-minute debuffer timer. Sunshine oil. Adjust the sunshine oil to use the correct damage resistance effect. The damage reduction now also is increased by the herbivore mutation. Localization, various localized fixes, perks, Quack Surgeon, Meyer Magic Moonshine, and Vintage Meyer Magic Moonshine now work with the Quack Surgeon perk. I am not familiar with that. I'll have to go look it up. Anybody know what the Quack Surgeon perk card does? Perk sharing. Added a gameplay setting to allow players to reject. Thank you. Shared perk cards from the team members. I kept getting the shared cannibal. And every time I ran towards an enemy and needed to jump, I think it was the jump button, it activated the cannibal. Sorry, I keep saying carnivore. Cannibal. And instead of jumping and running away from an enemy, I decided I was going to eat flesh. Moving on. Quest. Disarming discovery. Dagger will no longer become hostile to player permanently. Not sure of that one. Flavors of Mayhem. Player will no longer receive syringe ammo upon relog. Stability. Client stability addresses a client crash that could occasionally occur when returning to the main menu from an expedition. Now we can just stop crashing while we're in the expeditions. Local looting. Allies in the downed state will no longer appear in the nearby corpse menu. Allies in a downed state. Fanfare. Adjusted the seismic activity event. Started banner to not overlap animations. Pip-Boy, Bobblehead, Big Guns now displays and buffs in the Pip-Boy. Okay, weapons. This is probably a big one. Ammunition. The explosive prefix on weapons only applies to bullets, excluding railway spikes. Okay, I was a little confused because of the wording. This is talking about legacy weapons. So if you have any type of energy weapon that had an explosive to its ammunition, it no longer works. So if you do have a railway rifle, the explosive still works on the spikes. So it's excluding it from the rules because it is not a bullet, it is a spike. So just for clarification. Ammunition. Recoverable projectiles from the player's weapon are no longer able to be looted by other players. Recoverable projectiles. I believe that's like tomahawks. If you throw a tomahawk and it lands on the ground, you are actually able to pick it up and reuse it. And I think your other players can no longer grab them. Okay, the flamer addresses an issue causing the flamer to give false positive damage numbers when hitting enemies in VATS. The flamer will now hit enemies during VATS more effectively. Okay. They also fixed the flamer. For the longest time, if you modded it out, this was a while back, I think Nuka-Cola World on Tour update, it would only shoot like 2 feet. Not very good for a flamer. So yeah, no longer that issue. So I'm very thankful for that fix. Mods. The auto axe and the chainsaw now show the number of mods unlocked at workbenches. Thank you, because I had no clue how many there were. I thought there was this many, but then I unlocked another one, so now I can go see if I've unlocked them all for the chainsaw. Thank you. Melee. The cultist dagger and bowie knife can now be modded. Melee. The Deathclaw gauntlet and the meat hook no longer use one-handed weapon perks. They still benefit from unarmed perks. Deathclaw gauntlet and the meat hook. Oh, okay. That's something to know about. No longer use the one-handed weapons perk. So you got to stick with your unarmed perks for those. The sleek mod effect now stacks when applied to 2 pieces of leg armor. Mr. Handy, Buzzblade, reduces VAT costs for Mr. Handy, Buzzblade. Rifles. Assault rifles now correctly have the rifle classification regardless of how it is modded. I'm not sure what they're talking about here. Rifle classification regardless of how it is modded. Huh. Anyone know what they're referring to here? Rifles. Radium rifles now have an increased chance to learn mods when scrapped. I heard there was a problem with that. Thirst Zapper. This is a new weapon. Fixed an issue that caused unlimited throwables. There goes your unlimited grenades for those of you who were using the little glitch. Okay, here's the other one. Fixed a bug where the water ammo for the squirt zapper appeared in the favorites wheel. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to favor water. All right, worlds. Private worlds. Fixed an issue. This is for Fallout First members. Fixed an issue causing several quests and event-related NPCs to not be present on private worlds. Fixed an issue causing legendary exchange stations and encrypted terminal to not appear in the private world. And that is actually it. All right. Have any answers to some of the questions I posed? Don't forget to throw them in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Or actually to my channel. Yes. A little tongue-tied there. And don't forget to go check out the PlayStation bundle that I'm giving away. It's going to include the game God of War Ragnarok. And it's also the disc version of the game. It's the white console with the white controller. All right, that's it, and I'll check you guys next time.